This election season so far has seen, well, a little bit of everything as we are just now 48 days out from Election Day.
Now the world's biggest pop star has become front and center in the political world. It started when Taylor Swift endorsed Vice President Harris for president following her debate with former President Trump, saying her policies are supportive of women's rights.
Then Sunday, Trump posted on Truth Social, quote, "I hate Taylor Swift," which caused, as you can imagine, reaction on both sides of the political spectrum, and Democrats saying that could come back to haunt him. Joining us this morning, Julia Manchester with The Hill, the author of this article who did all the research on the Swift effect in these elections. Julia, nice to have you this morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
All right, so we were just talking before we came on here. We know that you are a Taylor Swift fan, maybe not a fanatic, but you follow her music, you like her. So this hits the social media platforms, at least on Trump's Truth Social, on the weekend. First of all, are you surprised that this comment came from the former president?
You know, I'm not necessarily surprised. I think the comment was kind of out of the blue. I mean, it was Sunday morning, kind of quiet. The Sunday political talk shows are happening here in the U.S. The endorsement from Taylor Swift had happened earlier in the week on Tuesday night following that debate. And then out of nowhere, he says, I hate Taylor Swift. All exclamation points. We know the context, but it kind of seemingly had no context because it was so out of the blue. It's emblematic of, I think, how Trump is very terse, very direct, and clearly this had gotten under his skin.
And Julia, thanks to your reporting, we know more than 400,000 people visited the vote.gov website after Taylor Swift came out with their endorsement. We've seen her impact on people watching the National Football League with Travis Kelce. What is her impact on this election, do you think?
So this is the interesting thing about Taylor Swift's endorsement, and this is what sort of sets her apart from, I think, other celebrity endorsers. Her statement endorsing Kamala Harris or supporting Kamala Harris was very carefully worded. Yes, she signed it as a childless cat lady, a picture of her with her cat. So clearly a jab at J.D. Vance, President Trump's running mate. She very much, talked about how Harris supports the policies she supports about women, the LGBTQ community, etc. But she did talk about how it's important to go out, do your research, and vote. She essentially left it up to voters. She said, I made my decision. I did my research. Now you do yours. And she posted that link to vote.gov. She didn't post a link to Kamala Harris's website to donate. So she still, even though she's, endorsing Kamala Harris, she played it very carefully because Taylor Swift has such a broad, unique support, among, a very large audience. She knows that her audience is not all liberal, is not all left leaning. She wants to obviously, continue to appeal to a broad set of people, and that includes conservatives and, I imagine, Trump supporters. So she worded it very carefully.
Julia, part of your research was a recent poll from ABC and Ipsos on Monday that says 81% of voters not planning to be affected by this post from the former president, by Taylor Swift's reaction, and even her quote, whatever we want to call it, not really an official endorsement for Harris. We know the younger generation, Gen Z, maybe not as likely to go out and actually go to the polls on Election Day. We hope that they will. What do you think the trickle down is to come November?
So the more Taylor Swift talks about the importance of getting out and voting and doing your research on the candidates, on the issues, remember in a number of major states like Florida, for example, you have ballot initiatives on major issues like abortion, like the legalization of recreational marijuana. She's telling voters, we know a lot of her audience includes Gen Z voters, to go out and do their research. So I think we could see a potential trickle down. And remember, those 400,000 visits and clicks to vote.gov, that doesn't necessarily mean that's going to translate into higher voter registration numbers or voters going out to vote. So we know that history tells us that younger voters, a lot of times first-time voters or those who are eligible to vote for the first time, they vote at lower rates. So we could see a trickle down. But I think with Taylor Swift, it's just because her reach is so wide, so broad, where we could see this maybe play out in a larger way. But on that point of it being a broad reach of support, it's not just to Gen Z voters. Taylor Swift herself is a millennial. millennial. A lot of millennials, including myself, sort of came of age, when she did. We know that she also appeals to some older voters as well. So I think this is going to have an impact or could have an impact in terms of turnout outside of the Gen Z age group.